Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little bit random. Today is the first day that I am back in Melbourne and I'm so happy. I have been gone for the last 8 days in Sydney for Fashion Week, and before that I was home for a few days, but I was so busy that I didn't feel like I was home, and then I was gone for another 8 days when I was in Bali. So I have not been home very much recently, and I'm not going to be home much in the next couple of months either, which it is so exciting to have all these cool little travel opportunities for work. But at the same time, I have never experienced this before, and I didn't realize what kind of comes with so much traveling. And to be honest, it's sometimes a little bit draining, and it becomes hard to function without my space and all of my belongings. And so this week I've learnt a couple of things about how I function and my organizational life. So the first thing that I learnt is I actually love cleaning, and I'm just like, who loves cleaning? Nobody loves cleaning, but apparently I love cleaning. I got 4 days into staying into our hotel and there was nothing to clean, but sure enough, I let some light into the room and I spent a good half an hour one of the afternoons like wiping down the little kitchenette benches and washing the cups that we had, our cups of tea in, and just kind of cleaning. And I feel like when I clean, I have achieved something, and then having a clean space just has a really good energy and I feel super productive. So apparently I really like to clean. The next thing I learnt about myself is that I can't function and work when I am away from home. And even Rachel made the comment of that I can't work. She's like, you really can't function when you're away from home. And I'm like, I can't, you know, my house is my space. It is where I work from. I have everything that I need in the one place. And when I travel, I tend to not have everything. And then I find it very difficult to come up with more creative ideas when I don't have everything that I can use to complete those ideas. So what I have to do and what I have done is just work ahead and make sure that I have everything done before I leave to go away, because trying to complete new work that I wasn't already planned ahead for while I'm away is actually really, really hard. So I'm probably gonna just stick to the work that I have to do on these little trips and get very far ahead before I leave, because otherwise I'm just not going to be able to function and not be able to do any work. And the last little thing I learned about myself is how much I love my routine that's not actually a routine. It makes no sense, let me explain it. Basically, on the weekend, I stayed at a friend's house really spontaneously, and I didn't have any of my belongings, so I had to wait till like 2 p.m. the next day to get all of my stuff. And that is when I realized that when I had my like facial creams and my hairbrush and just some of those personal care things and even like clothing and things like that, that I was just like at peace. I was like, oh, I'm calm, I have all my belongings, I feel good. And I just realized that even though I don't have a strict skincare routine where I use the same products at the same time every day, I still use those products regularly, and without them, it just made me feel a little bit like, what is my life and what is happening? So I like this non-routine routine that I have, which just doesn't even make sense, but I learned that about myself. So those are a few organizational like little habits, things that help me function in my life that I learned about myself this week. So leave a comment down below. Let me know if you do any of these things as well, or if you have your own little weird, crazy, functional, organizational things that just help you get through your life, because I feel a little bit crazy. I'm like, I actually like cleaning. Like, what is this? And then the other little thing that I thought I would talk about in today's video is I went to Officeworks this morning, which is one of my favorite stores because I love stationery and I love all the organization stuff. I'm just like, I want to buy everything. And I went in for one thing, which was a travel adapter to be able to plug my American hair curler into, which created these curls, which I think I like them. I think it's pretty cool. I still want to get my hair cut a little bit shorter. Anyway, bit off track, but I need an adapter because I lost my last one. It's the size of my head and I don't know how I lost it, but I don't have it anymore. So I bought a new one, but of course I walked out with a bag of other stuff from Officeworks because it's so hard not to leave there without a bunch of stuff. So everything that I purchased today is kind of like an artistic sort of de-stressing organizational thing. So I have my little notebooks where I get all of my ideas out in like written form, but I wanted a notebook in which I can get all my ideas out in like drawing, painting, artistic collages, that kind of thing. Like I love Pinterest for getting ideas together, but I also am a very like physical, I like paper type person. So the first thing I purchased is a little A5 art diary. It's just plain pages that I am free to do whatever I want on. I decided with the A5, I was looking at A4, but I decided A5 because it's a little bit more functional and easier to carry around. And then inside of that, I decided to get some of these, what are these called? Like gridded sticky notes, like post-it notes. I think these are A6. They're like half of an A5, which I think is A6. But I have been really drawing with a bunch of gridded stuff lately. Like my Erin Condren planner has grids in it and I've already used them all up. So I wanted some 5mm by 5mm grids. I think that's what they are. It actually doesn't say. Are they? I don't know. They look like 5mm by 5mm grids. That way I can draw a lot of geometric stuff, which I've been doing, and when I draw, everything is like exactly the right measurement because I'm really funny and I like things to look like I've drawn. I don't know how to explain this, but I just like drawing on grids when I feel like spacing out and getting some thoughts and ideas down. And then the last thing that I purchased, and I'm not sure if this is actually going to be of any decent quality, is a little 36 color watercolor paint palette, which it's so exciting. It's got some awesome colors in here and I've been wanting to watercolor for ages. I've got a bunch of paintbrushes here already, so I didn't purchase any of those. But I decided to give this a go. I actually don't know how much this was. It was on some random little rack. But I thought I would try it and just see how it goes. And I got all of these things to kind of be able to get all of my thoughts down in like the creative way, the visual way, not so much the written way. So I like to do that to de-stress. I can't wait till this afternoon when I can just sit down and just go to town like being creative. But yeah, I just thought I would share with you some of the things that I have purchased to de-stress and stay on track with things and get all my thoughts out to stay organized, and some of my weird organizational habits that I have realized in the last week. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. At the top here you can check out my last video. Down the bottom you can check out one of my organizational videos, and don't forget to leave a comment and tell me some of your weird organizational habits that you just have to live life with, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!